Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a global consumer internet company that's really got Wall Street's attention. It's often called the Amazon of its region.
Well, that title goes to Sea Limited, a digital powerhouse that operates all across Southeast Asia, Latin America, and even beyond. For American investors who are looking for that next big international growth story, understanding this company is absolutely crucial. So today, we are going to break it all down.
So, Sea Limited is really three huge businesses all rolled into one. It actually all kicked off with Garena, its super profitable gaming and digital entertainment arm. Then came Shopee, which is now their dominant e-commerce platform. And to top it all off, you have Sea Money, their super fast-growing digital finance division. We're going to structure this whole thing like an investment memo, so you know exactly where we're headed. We'll start by properly meeting the company, then we'll get into the bull case, why you might invest. After that, we'll navigate the risks in the bear case, size up the competition, and wrap up with a checklist of what you should really be watching going forward.
Okay, let's dive into this first part and really get a feel for how these three massive businesses actually work together.
And this chart just says it all, right? E-commerce is king. Shopee now brings in over 70% of the company's total sales. It is the undisputed engine of growth here. Garena, the original business, is kind of like the stable and profitable cash cow, while Sea Money is the high-growth new kid on the block.
This idea of an integrated ecosystem is the absolute key to their whole strategy. I mean, think about it. Garena has this massive base of gamers, right? Well, that provides a built-in pool of potential customers for Shopee. And when those customers go to buy something, guess what? They can use Sea Money to pay for it. This platform synergy is designed to pull users in and keep them locked right inside Sea's digital world.
Okay, so let's move on and see how all of this builds into the bull case for investors. Why are so many people getting so excited about the stock?
And when I say strong, I mean the kind of performance that makes the entire market just sit up and pay attention. The company's recent results have been a major catalyst for the stock.
And this number just brilliantly illustrates that momentum. In its latest quarterly report, revenue surged over 38% year over year, hitting $5.3 billion and just crushing market expectations. I mean, for a company of this scale, that kind of growth it's just explosive.
But it's not just about that top-line number either. When you dig a little deeper, you see strength just everywhere. Garena's bookings are up over 23%, Sea Money's revenue skyrocketed by 70%, but honestly, the real headline here is profitability. Shopee has finally hit positive EBITDA, and the company as a whole has been profitable for a few quarters now. That signals a really successful pivot away from that growth-at-all-costs mindset to a sustainable business model.
And this kind of performance, well, it's attracted serious capital from some of the smartest money in the world. Its biggest shareholder is the Chinese tech giant Tencent, and it's backed by a who's who of global institutions. We're talking BlackRock, Vanguard, Baillie Gifford. That is a huge vote of confidence. But okay, a complete picture means we have to look at the challenges. No stock just goes up forever, and it's critical to understand the bear case. So let's explore those headwinds.
A huge concern, and it's captured perfectly by this Korean phrase from market analysts, is the excessive stock price rise. After such a massive run-up, this leads directly to the single biggest question for anyone thinking about investing. Is the stock just too expensive?
And that brings us right to this number, a very high price-to-earnings ratio of over 90. In simple terms, what that means is investors are paying more than $90 for every single dollar of the company's current earnings. That prices in a huge amount of future growth, which makes the stock incredibly vulnerable if earnings ever disappoint.
So beyond that high valuation, you have to consider the fierce competition, which, believe me, we'll get into next. There's also the credit risk in Sea Money's fast-growing loan business. If economies in their key markets start to weaken, you could see loan defaults spike. And that connects right into broader economic headwinds, like inflation and high interest rates, which could really put the brakes on consumer spending.
So let's dive deeper into that competitive threat. Because Sea Limited is not operating in a vacuum, not at all. It is fighting on a very crowded battlefield.
And the competition is formidable. You've got Alibaba's Lazada, which is backed by incredibly deep pockets. And then you have local super apps like Grab and Goto chipping away in fintech and key markets. But the name that everyone is watching is TikTok Shop.
Its ability to blend social media with commerce is proving insanely popular with younger consumers, and it is rapidly stealing market share. It's a direct, serious threat to Shopee's dominance.
So, with the bull case and the bear case in mind, what are the key things you should actually be watching? Let's build a quick, actionable checklist.
All right, here's your checklist. Number 1, track Shopee's gross merchandise volume, or GMV. That's just the total value of everything sold on the platform. Is it still growing strong? 2, watch Garena's user numbers, especially the paying ones. 3, keep a very close eye on TikTok Shop's market share. 4, monitor SeaMoney's loan portfolio for any rise in defaults. And 5, always listen closely to what the company's own management is forecasting for the future. And so, at the end of the day, the story of Sea Limited really boils down to this single, crucial question. Is this a growth titan on its way to dominating one of the world's most dynamic digital economies? Or is it a great company that's now a high-priced stock, staring down a massive wall of competition? The data points we've covered today are what will help you find the answer.
If you found this helpful, please subscribe.